Good afternoon, my class. It's good time to start our class today. I want to show you the steps how to install SceneBuilder and how to link it to the IntelliJ IDEA, and then how to create your first GUI application. So I have here the link. You need to visit this URL. So I have it here. I'm going to do this in front of you quickly. You're going to see this page to download the SceneBuilder. Click download, and then you have here, based on your operating system, you select which one that you need to download. I'm using Windows, so I'm going to download Windows application. So now I downloaded here, and then from that one I'm going to run this code. I don't need this anymore. Close this one, this one. So next, and then agree about the rules, the policy. Try to use the default things. But before move on, I need to copy this link because I need this later on. So that SceneBuilder will be installed in my default folder. So use the default whether you use Mac or Windows. This is make our steps easier to follow. Then install the software. You see here we're done, and then I have a new icon called here SceneBuilder. So for your reference, you can add the line that you have copied here, but this is just for my account. And then we need to open the IntelliJ IDEA. So my understanding that all of you guys successfully installed the IntelliJ IDEA on your computer. You already know how to do that. If you did that already, watch the video that I explained this from the last year course, and then you need to follow the steps and register your IDE. Now we need to create a new project, and then when you have this screen, ask you which kind of the project you need to create. We need to select JavaFX. Let me call it task 1. My project is task 1, and let us say here, instead of have 2 folders, let me just say this is for lab 1, for example. So I have lab 1, and my application is called task 1. And then the location, it's good here, guys, that use your one specific location for your code. So if you have a fresh PC like this, I would expect you guys to create a new folder. Let us say this is folder name is my course name. It's easy to find your code later on. So we're going to use this folder here for your projects, and I'm calling here my task 1. Then move next. Don't select any of this now. This is some advanced techniques. Later on, I'm going to learn about it, but just keep all of them untouched or unclicked, and then click finish. Then the IntelliJ IDEA are going to create that project for us. Maybe for the first time using, as I'm using this here, this is fresh Windows, and this is the first time I'm installing these tools. It takes some time to do all the configuration. You can see here, this is a structure for the JavaFX application. We have SRC folder that has the main folder, and then we have Java folder and resource folder. I'll just wait until this startup configuration to be done. Okay, So now I have Java folder and resources folder. Before we continue, we need to now link the SceneBuilder that we have installed to this to IntelliJ IDEA. So to do so, click File and then click Settings. Under Settings, we have a tab called Languages and Framework. We have a tab JavaFX. Paste here what you have in your the path that we have created, the scene builder. Remember, I told you that we need that line. So we added that line here. For you, it should be different because I have, this is here my username. But this is not everything. You need to write here the executable file for SceneBuilder. So you need to click to the folder icon and then go down to this folder and select SceneBuilder.exe file and then click OK and then click Apply and then OK. Here in this file, we have here text format and we have SceneBuilder format. In the SceneBuilder format, you see here an empty screen and we have an option called Download SceneBuilder Kit. Click here to download the required files and library and then start to download the JavaFX library. It takes time for the first time to run it. As you can see here, it to download things. So now I have the layout for the SceneBuilder embedded inside the IntelliJ IDEA. I have here, see that this is my stage and the stage has one button. And you can see here this window. For sure, going to learn about this during the lab activities. And you can, if you need to add any control like this, you can see here we have the controls, we have labels, we have buttons. To add buttons, simply you can drag and drop the buttons inside your layouts, add or drag these kind of buttons. So this is one way to deal with the SceneBuilder. Again, I'm just showing you this installation step now, and then later on going to learn about every single part here and see the purpose for that. Okay, so I see that this is one way to display the SceneBuilder, and then here, if you right click, you can see here we have this option now activated. You can see open in the SceneBuilder. That means this will create the SceneBuilder application itself and then display my interface through these tools. These steps, it's going to be done only once, and then later on you're going to see this when you create a new project. Now you can see here we have different layout. This is here. This window is the SceneBuilder itself, but is now connected to your current project. Any change you are doing here, and then you click save, then this save will be reflected here in your application. So if I need to add one more button, here, drag this button and drop it here. Then we have a button. If you save this button and go back to your application, you see here that this code automatically generated from this tool. If you look at the interface, you can see here that button has been created for us. And this is linked or synced to other. If I drop this, if I deleted this one, this action will be saved automatically. So in the IntelliJ IDE, save all the change automatic. If I go back to the scene builder here, I can see the changes done synchronously. Later on, I'm going to learn how to do all of these things through lab 2 and exercises. The only difference between this view and this view is we have some addition in the standalone scene builder. We have here another tab called controller. This tab say that how this layout of the view connected to the controller. What is the controller? We have here a Java file called hello controller. This Java file is simply what we have here in this file, hello world. This is my controller. Sorry, this one. This is my controller. The controller here link the three pieces together, the main program with the view. Again, more on this later on, but let us now try to run this application to show you what we have from this hello world simple application. To run the application, simply click in this green button. This will compile the code and show you a small simple window with one button. So you can see here, this is the window. And when we click, we'll create an event, and we already have a listener for that event, and that listener will display a string here. When we click to hello, the listener receive the event and display welcome to JavaFX application. When we click X, will end. Here I have a warning message. I will show you how to get rid from this or fix this warning message. This is because I have older version for my runtime, Java runtime, which is version 15, and the JavaFX I installed is newer version. The simple fix to this is if I go to my JavaFX here in the text, but I don't, if you just everything recent versions, you will not see this warning. But if you have a situation like this, you will see here on inside the file with extension fxml, I have here the Java version 16. Simply if I add this to 15, then this will be compatible to my Java engine. And then if I run this again, this warning should disappear. And we have the same execution as well. It's just warning to say that there is a match between versions, but it's not big deal. So you can see here we fixed that warning. But if you have it and you worry about it, this is the way how to fix it.